Well, back home, thousands of school students across the country want our politicians to know they've had enough. They're demanding something be done about climate change, and tomorrow they'll be walking out of school in protest. Maisha, Indigo and Elsie are from the National School Strike for Climate Action Movement, and they join me now from the steps of Parliament House in Melbourne. Maisha, good morning to you. Tell us what this is all about. What's your message?
All right, so tomorrow students all across Australia are going to be walking out of school striking at all of Australia's capital cities as part of the National School Strike for Climate Change. Now we're calling on all of our politicians to take action on climate change by firstly cutting fossil fuels and investing in renewable energy. And so if you're watching today and you're super keen to get involved, head over to our website schoolstrike4climate.com. I'll say that once more, schoolstrike4climate.com.
And Indigo, tell us why this is an important cause to you.
Well, this is an important cause for me because we're the future generation of this world, and we don't want to live in a world where floods are happening and droughts and bushfires are happening all the time. We want to live in a world that's happy, safe, and has no environmental threats.
Very hard to argue with that, Indigo. And Elsie, tell us why we need to take action on climate change in your opinion. What's your message?
Because in the end, it will result in things like worsening floods and droughts and humans facing extinction, plants and animals dying, and just the global catastrophe in general.
Well, you seem to have gathered quite a lot of support there with you this morning, and you've also been in the headlines all week with discussion around this strike that you'll be doing tomorrow. The Prime Minister has even weighed in, and he had a few things to say about the strike. Let's have a listen to that.
We don't support the idea of kids not going to school to participate in things that can be dealt with outside of school. What we want is more learning in schools and less activism in schools.
Now, Maisha, your strike action has made it into Parliament House, and you've certainly got the attention of the Prime Minister. What are your thoughts on what he had to say about less activism?
Look, frankly, I have to disagree with Scott Morrison's comments. Like, education is crucial and plays a significant role in young people's lives. However, if our planet doesn't exist because it's been destroyed by climate change, there will be no schools, there will be no education, so there won't be anything to do at school. Also, part of our modern educational system, we learn about democracy and how we as young people can get involved and raise our voices. So going to the strike is our way to take part. So, Scott Morrison, I've got a message for you. This is what democracy looks like.
Is the Prime Minister letting down your generation, Maisha?
I think he could do a lot more, for sure, and I think everyone here and everyone tomorrow at all the strikes across Australia agree that both the government and other politicians around Australia could do a lot more on climate change.
I have a feeling he is getting your message loud and clear this morning. Maisha and Indigo and Elsie, thank you very much for joining us, and to all of your supporters there, we wish you well tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
There you go. Some future leaders of Australia, I suspect. Georgie and Carl.
Yeah, get Maisha to Canberra now.
That's what we need, more strikes.
Activism.
More action.
Yeah,
more passion.
Your kids don't need to go to school, they just need to strike.
Oh, you're not happy with the strike action, Carl?
I don't think it's a place for kids in education to strike, no. I think the sentiment is fantastic. You don't need to strike to do it, do you?
Well, they feel their message isn't being heard in Canberra, so they're taking to the streets.
Okay.
They're
Would you
informed,
let your child
they
do
know...
it?
Well, she felt passionately... If either of them felt passionate enough about it, I absolutely would. I love them having an opinion and being fired up and passionate about something.
Oh, yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it? The eloquence in which they spoke. I love that. It's fantastic.
Hard to
That's
argue
what I
with.
want my kids to be like. I want them to be on the front foot. I don't know about the strike, but I love the eloquence, personally.
You wouldn't let your kids?
No way, there's too much other stuff to do at school. And stealing hubcaps and stuff outside of school. I mean, that's the stuff you really want your kids involved in.